Frankenberry,
Okay.
Chocula, and then an Ecto Cooler.
Sweet. Yeah.
So now we're doing more brunches too. So
Yeah,
you're about night. Just let me know and
Yeah, absolutely.
get you some pops.
Hi, I'm Becca Whitaker. Subscribe to Raze Chaos.
What's next?
And then it'll ask if you want to.
And welcome back, everybody. My name is Raze Chaos. You've made it back to my channel, and I am so excited. This is so cool. Raze has this thing where he tends to only like to get one pop of of a character and stay with that. And obviously, he's not done the best. I mean, he's gotten every Dick Grayson Funko Pop that's come out. Clearly, he gets really excited when he does get one. And the Batman has been a really hard one to keep from getting. And obviously Harley Quinn. But yeah, one that he didn't think he was going to have a problem with was Elvira. Ray's got the original, or got the Hot Topic exclusive Elvira that is sitting on her little half couch, which was absolutely perfect. It was much like, you know, that's how I originally saw her, was on that couch watching Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or one of the other schlocky movies that she would show off, because she was a horror host. And not many of those left. But then they put out another version, and Raze didn't even think about it. He just went and got it, got the soda, and just thinks, you know, I only want to get one of every character, so I think I'm good. And then what do? They put out a bunch more, and before Raze could even think about it, he already had... he went ahead and got the Elvira and Gonk from the movie, and he got the Elvira and Gonk Pop Ride. Yeah, because... yeah, that's the power of Elvira. I'm going to be honest with you. She's something. Cassandra Peterson has been playing this character since the early 80s. And for somebody to have managed to do just as a character, just to play a character, not necessarily from anything, just her own thing. And she has worked it. I mean, she is pushing 80, and she just retired it like a year or two ago. And it's just kind of like, how is she able to do that? But she's still going to make sure that she's lives comfortable off of her Elvira and everything. These are actually based on the 1988 film Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, which I highly recommend because it is hysterical. And it is everything that is Elvira that people know and love about it. She did make a sequel several years later called Elvira's Haunted Hills, and yeah, not so much. I don't think Raze has tried to watch that movie I don't know how many times. He's put it on. He's tried to watch that one. Something about it just keeps skipping. But yeah, just can't keep the interest there. But these are awesome, and Elvira is a character that I absolutely love. Think we're gonna go ahead and take this out and have a look at it. I hope you liked what I did there. I slipped certain somebody out of here without him even knowing it was happening. That dude was just like, yeah, the cane go bye-bye. But yes, here we have Elvira from the film. This is actually from a dream scene that she's having, where she's waking up. She's got the little bow on the top. She's got a robe on and everything, just looking great with her slippers and everything, which is funny because she actually wakes up later on. And in the actual movie, she wakes up from it because there's some kids that are actually trying to peep in on her, and she wakes up, and you see, no, that's not what she looks. This is not what she looks like when she goes to sleep. She is, but this is a great look as far as the Elvira getting ready to go to bed. Or in bed, though, who's gonna fall asleep with a little dagger stack, strapped to her tummy, and it's got little Gonk, who is a regular poodle when Elvira first gets him, and yeah, she shaves, she dyes, she punks him out really well, and he ends up being a very excellent companion to her. And he's a lot of fun. Most times when they give movie characters an animal sidekick, they end up showing a lot more personality. He hides the book initially that her uncle is wanting, and yeah, he's a good little companion. The whole movie is about how Elvira finds out she's got a late aunt, or a great aunt that has passed on and has left her stuff, and they even interrupt her while she's filming her horror host deal, her horror host job, and she's trying to get a showcase on in Vegas, but she needs money to do that. And I think she even quits her job on there due to, basically some of the things that she would deal with on a regular basis in real life. And yeah, then she basically packs up to try and get to Massachusetts for this will reading. Gonk is one of the things that she inherits. And yes, over time it actually comes to pass that she is actually descendant of a great witch, and she herself is the descendant, and that is where she gets the Mistress of the Dark. Yeah, in order to get to Massachusetts, she gets into her nice little convertible, which we are now going to take out and have a look at. And this is just awesome. There really isn't a scene of this in the movie, only because Gonk actually, I don't really recall seeing Gonk in the car that much, that often. This is the car she gets into to drive to Massachusetts from Los Angeles, I'm assuming, somewhere from the West Coast going to New England, and you get a nice little close-up on all the detail of this car, even to the point of her gripping the steering wheel to where you can see it. She's in her classic outfit. Gonk is Gonk. Gonk is basically exactly the same as that one, just in a different pose and on the other side of her. Yeah, the detail of this car, and one of the things that happen in the movie is that once she gets to Massachusetts, the car basically breaks down. And so she is stuck there. She can't even let anybody else take over for her. And yeah, this is great. And it's a great pose for her. It's a great Elvira pose going on there. Really love this movie. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, I even noticed the license plate says kick ass, which yes, it absolutely does. But yeah, Elvira is one of those characters. I believe that she was part of a comedy troupe at one point, and she tried to get as many of the people involved in that as she possibly could with this movie. For example, the original director for the movie, who had worked with her before on Pee-wee's Big Adventure, was Tim Burton, and she really wanted Tim Burton to direct Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, but he was a bit busy making a movie called Beetlejuice, So he had to pass on that. And in a return to fair play, Paul Rubin was one of the people in that comedy troupe that she was involved in, and she plays the Queen Biker in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. So she was going to return the favor by having Pee-wee make an appearance in Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Unfortunately, he was making Big Top Pee-wee at the time and was unavailable. But she still managed in the beginning of the movie, where she's originally in her dressing room after filming her show. You see there's a Pee-wee Herman doll in there, so that was her little nod to Pee-wee. Yeah, it's hard to believe that such a person was able to come up with such a character with lasting power. I know that Vampira actually considered her a ripoff, or a ripoff of her shtick, but she unsuccessfully sued her and wasn't able to prove it, because sexy woman in a black dress, it's like, yeah, you can't really copyright that. So she was unable to sue Elvira for that, and Elvira got to carry this character, do a much better version than Vampira actually did, because Vampira had very little to do with that. She created a bit of a backstory, but where she was limited, Elvira kicked the doors down and kept going. And she was one of those people that early on in her career she wanted to give up while she was still a showgirl. Well, she was a showgirl in Vegas at one point, and she was ready to give up. And of all people to stop her from giving up, she met up with Elvis Presley. So yes, we can thank Elvis for the years of entertainment that we got from Elvira, and I could not be more thrilled with it. I can appreciate it. Thank you, Elvis, for not letting her quit. Ooh. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and yeah, give me a like on it if you've enjoyed it. Let me know of your what you have seen of Elvira, and like, was it the shows? Was it the movies? Was it her many appearances? Was it her comics? Raze even has Elvira comics, believe it or not. He tries to resist it, but he can't. Because she's just got a way about her. Like I've said it before. But I hope you will click like on this video if you've enjoyed it. And yeah, had a little bit of an interruption there. But gonna go ahead and use it to wrap up, because otherwise Raze will go on about Elvira forever. But subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this, and never forget that life is full of odd moments, and you never know when you're going to be defined.